which I don't know how you do in the morning.
Yeah, you don't have caffeine in the morning, Key? I see you with Red Bull.
Yeah, but didn't you just hear Jay say every now and then?
Davis and Pete Thamel, wherever you listen to podcasts.
Did you know Hulu Plus Live TV is the ultimate entertainment package that you need this football season? It has over 75 live channels with sports like NFL games, plus Hulu's entire streaming library with the latest shows, hit movies, and exclusive originals. Save up to $60 over 3 months in a limited time deal. It's like cable, only better. Regular monthly price after promotional period. Offer ends October 5th. Eligible new and returning Hulu subscribers only. Access content from each service separately and select ESPN Plus content via Hulu. Restrictions apply. Learn more at hulu.com/live-tv.
Mike Greenberg. Greeny.
Josh Allen is the best player in the league. He's just the best player in the league. He just is. Now, if you're a member of #Bills Mafia, are you worried about all the hits that he takes? Some of them are just part of what makes him him. Some of them feel unnecessary, and he gets hit a lot. But he's the best player in the sport.
Greeny with Mike Greenberg. Weekday mornings at 10 Eastern on ESPN Radio. And watch exclusively on ESPN Plus. Sports Center All Night continues with Jay Reynolds.
Thanks for making Sports Center All Night part of your night. Guests on ESPN Radio, Sports Center All Night on the Dr. Pepper call-in line. ESPN Nation, presented by Dr. Pepper. It ain't college football season without the delicious taste of a nice cold Dr. Pepper, the one fans deserve.
DeYoung deals. Pujols swings and lifts a high fly ball. That's it deep. Center field. It might go. It's a gunner. It's a gunner for Pujols. He gives the Cardinals the lead in the ninth inning with home run 6, 9, 7, all alone in fourth place in Major League Baseball history.
Cardinals Radio Network, Pujols hitting .697, moving past Alex Rodriguez into fourth place on the career home run list, doing in dramatic fashion with a ninth inning drive that rallies the Cardinals over the Pirates 4-3. Cardinals had trailed 2-1 when Pujols connected for that two-run home run.
You know, I mean, obviously it's been a great game so far. Our offense hasn't go early, but I think, you know, one thing about this ball club, you know, we never give up, you know, and Tommy right there started with a big double. Dickey, you know, drive him in, and then my job is actually I was trying to just hit the ball the other way. I'm glad I just went out of the ballpark.
And .697 passes A-Rod. He had tied A-Rod with a home run Saturday night. Pujols now trails Barry Bonds, Hank Aaron, and Babe Ruth on the all-time home run list. Pujols has 21 games left in his final season in the big leagues. He's hit 18 home runs this season. Justin Turner hit a grand slam and a solo shot for the Dodgers, who take their first official step.
And a fly ball to center field. Now heading on back is Bellinger, and at the wall he makes the catch. The game is over, and the Dodgers' magic number is down to 2. They are a season-high 53 games over 500.
Charlie Steiner, AM 570 LA Sports. Dodgers, with the win, become the first team to officially clinch a playoff berth this season. With the 11-2 win over the Padres, Dodgers sealing a playoff berth for the 10th consecutive season. Sports Center All Night, ESPN Radio.
The snap, the spot, the kick. It's on its way. It is.
No good.
No good! No good! No good! It is well with Barstool and Lincoln. The Eagles have come to the sea of red and painted it true blue. 45-42, it's a final as they celebrate on the field. Take a picture, write a headline, fill a glass, and hug whoever you can find.
That's how it sounded on Learfield. Nebraska losing to Georgia Southern. Nebraska was a 3-touchdown favorite at home Saturday night. Sunday, Nebraska fires its football coach, Scott Frost, after a 1-2 start to the season. Earlier on ESPN Radio, our Jordan Cornette.
This was surprising to me. Not surprising because everybody knew he was going to be fired, but the buyout dropped, and I have to go back and look at the numbers, by a couple million come October 1st. So everybody just imagine, well, they'll sit there until October 1st, definitely fire him within season, which nobody ever wants to do, but inevitably that was coming. That was very ominous. It was the elephant in the room. For this to pop up here in not even mid-September, only 2 weeks into the football season, shows you just how bad it's gotten. Now, this team has played 3 games because they played week 0, but yet still I'm stunned. And it was clear that Nebraska said, no. There's too much tradition. There's too much pride with this program. We can't let it get further driven into the ground with this guy coaching our group. He's gone now. I don't care how much extra money it costs us.
1-2 start to the season, and the situation was so dire, Athletic Director Trev Alberts made the move 3 weeks before Frost's contract buyout would have been cut in half.
There's 9 games left in the season, and I think we owed it to the players. We owe it to our fans to give these players an opportunity these last 9 games. We've got good players on this football team, and so having a different voice and having some new energy and enthusiasm, I'm hoping can make a difference for this team. Accountability has to matter, and Scott and I talked about this very clearly. 16-31 obviously was not at a level that was acceptable to us.
Frost 16-31, 3 games into his 5th season, so the Cornhuskers make the change. Sports Center all night, ESPN Radio, back to the NFL.
Raiders at Chargers.
Chargers taking control of this one.
Palmer and Mike Williams right. Herbert shotgun. Takes the handoff to Kelly. Now running to his left, throwing to his left, trying to thread it. He's got a man caught into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett from Justin Herbert, 18 yards for the score.
Alt 98.7 Los Angeles. Justin Herbert, 26 of 34, 279 yards, 3 touchdowns, 14th career game with 3 or more passing touchdowns. Chargers also intercepting Derek Carr 3 times. Their most interceptions in a game since December of 2020 against Atlanta. Derek Carr, 22 of 37, 297 yards, 2 touchdowns, but the 3 picks. ESPN analyst Tim Hasselbeck.
I mean, listen, the turnovers were what happened. Derek Carr, when you look at it, made some good plays, but offensively, when you turn the ball over the way they turn the football over, and then the quarterback on the other side is Justin Herbert, look, that's going to be the end result. And so I thought there were a few throws that he had opportunities on, throw down the middle where the Mike linebacker picks it off. He underthrew Adams another time where the ball was intercepted. And I think, if you do that against good football teams, no matter how talented your roster is on paper, it's going to come back to get you.
And it's the Chargers coming away with the 24-19 win. Devontae Adams for Las Vegas, 10 catches, 141 yards, and a touchdown. Commanders and Jaguars.
Snap to Wentz on a 3rd and 8. Jacksonville brings 6. He throws a fade towards Dotson and fights for it and makes a catch. Unbelievable catch by Dotson. Touchdown, Washington.
Washington quarterback Carson Wentz throws 4 touchdowns, had 2 picks, but 4 touchdowns. Commanders beat Jacksonville 28-22. Wentz throwing for 313 yards as the Commanders get the 6-point win for Washington. Well, news wasn't all good in Dallas on Sunday night, and it wasn't just the game they lost. That's next. Sports Center all night at ESPN Radio.
Hey, it's Greeny, and what a sensational first Sunday it was. The Steelers and Bengals played what might have been the wildest game we'll see all year. The Bears stunned San Francisco, and the Jets still stink. We'll talk about it. It's Greeny, starting 10 a.m. Eastern on ESPN Radio and ESPN+.
Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max.
He took the long way to work today. Jumped by rats this morning.
So I'm walking, and I cross the street from the hotel, and I'm walking, so now there's all these restaurants. So I get into the street, 2 restaurants in. So now one goes, shoom, rat. I'm like, oh, blank. As I'm walking back toward the hotel to come through and come down the middle of the street rather than the sidewalk, on the trellis, there's probably 3 rats because they heard me scream. Like, oh!
How big?
I said, man, them dudes had chicken size.
Dudes.
And I heard
rats and dudes.
on the trellis, I'm like, oh, blank. And I'm like, oh! So then I said, man, you know what? I'm going to walk down the middle of the street.
Yeah, of course.
There's a trash bag or several, and I see it, and I hear. Man, I swear to you, it had to be 20 of them.
GJ and Max, followed by Greeny. Mornings on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app.
The Mina Kimes Show, featuring Lenny.
Dominique Foxworth.
Mahomes is still going to pass, and if you force bigger bodies onto the field that are less comfortable with dealing with scramble drill situations, I think that could create a problem for them. And with Juju in the slot, he's as good a blocking receiver as there is. If they do commit to the run, which is not an Andy Reid type of thing to do.
What a waste of an offensive line if they don't, though.
Listen and subscribe to The Mina Kimes Show, featuring Lenny, wherever you listen to podcasts.
This is Greeny with Mike Greenberg.
I am not ever going to say it's not going to happen for Brady. The stuff that's happening in his life right now is normal stuff. All of us have experienced some variation on that theme, one way or another. But I am extremely certain, I'm confident, that if Brady has chosen to come back and play this season, that he is going to do it all in. Brady's going to give you everything he's got. And whatever consequence that might have outside of the sport, outside of sports in his life, that's what he's talking about right now. And that's the complicated part. The football, as crazy as this sounds for him, I think is almost the easy part. So when Charlie Weiss says, I think they're going to win the Super Bowl, I don't think that's something he's just saying. I think he believes it to be true. And I think it'd be crazy to bet against it.
Greeny with Mike Greenberg. Weekday mornings at 10 Eastern on ESPN Radio. And watch exclusively on ESPN Plus.
Yo, Pablo Torre here, host of the ESPN Daily Podcast. When you want to go beyond your feed, when you want to get inside the score, when you want to get behind the highlight, there's ESPN Daily. Go deeper into the stories of the moment. Get the exclusive access and insider perspective that only ESPN can give you. ESPN Daily, hosted by me, Pablo Torre. Listen and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.
Yo, check this out from Canty and Carlin.
The Jets are going to finish with a better record than the New England Patriots. This is the end. The dynasty is going to completely fall apart this year. I said I don't know about Zach Wilson. I didn't say I don't believe in him. But I do know that the rest of the talent on that team is a whole lot better. I'm betting against the Patriots here.
Check out Canty and Carlin, weekdays on ESPN Radio and on ESPN Plus. Sports Center All Night continues with Jay Reynolds.
Sports Center All Night presented by Progressive Insurance. Looking for a career you'll love with flexibility, great pay and benefits, and one of the country's top workplaces? Join their growing team. Go to progressive.com/careers and apply online today.
Half-hour headlines on Sports Center All Night.
Albert Pujols homers again, hits number 697 of his career. Dodgers clinch a postseason berth with their win on Sunday. They're officially into the postseason. Cowboys owner Jerry Jones says surgery is in the immediate future for Dak Prescott after the quarterback injured his throwing hand in the fourth quarter of the Sunday night game.
Yeah, it's very disappointing. But injuries happen. Can't necessarily control it. Just unfortunate. Obviously going to miss some time, not be there for my team. And that's what hurts more than anything, especially after the start that we just put out there. Wanting to be able to respond and not necessarily having that opportunity for several weeks. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but I'll do what I've always done anytime adversity comes. Take it on head first, and it'll give my best, and I'm sure I'll come out of this thing better.
Dak Prescott injured on a pass play when his right hand hit the hand of Bucs linebacker Shaq Barrett in the loss to Tampa Bay Sunday night. ESPN's Ed Werder.
Jerry Jones outside the locker room, ashen face about the news that Dak Prescott, for the third consecutive season, is going to miss some regular season games. Exactly.